very helpful in presentations, guys. Watch for the body language shift, okay? Leaning forward with arms crossed, sign of aggression. Don't worry about that. That doesn't happen very much. Sitting erect. What does that mean? People that are very erect.
Ready to listen?
If they naturally have really stiff posture.
Impatient.
Mm-hmm.
Skeptical.
Arrogance. Well, Lisa, what do you have to offer us? When it's coupled with that extremely erect posture and that polite, impersonal, condescending, patronizing attitude, okay, you need to make this person feel important. I saw somebody like that the other day, and I said, who I like, he's okay, he's not a bad guy, he's just not too smart. But anyway, I said, you know, you are such a good dresser, I should take lessons from you. Where do you shop? Okay, why? That was the highlight of his day. I'm not here to screw up his day. And I sure as heck am not here to try to convince him not to be arrogant, because that's not going to happen.
How do you deal with arrogant people who think that they know all kinds of stuff and are completely off?
Agree with everything that you can that they say that isn't the truth, or that is the truth, okay? Be very careful when you buffer your presentation and say, you know, here's a great way to say this. You know, Lisa, I understand that, you know, you really want an ad in the Blade every Sunday, and I understand that you've got some pretty concrete ideas about how we should sell your home, okay? So you've agreed that it's okay for them to have ideas about it, and it's okay to market. But with all due respect, if I can make a suggestion, you do that kind of buffering language, okay? If I could make a suggestion to you, our research has found that the public has done a mass migration from mass media into multimedia, and this is why. You're absolutely on target when you say we should market your home and market it effectively. You see what I'm doing? I'm kind of inching you into the other room without bruising up your ego. I'm not saying, you know, Lisa, only idiots advertise in the newspaper anymore. Okay? My God, it's 3% of our response. Why do you think they call it the incredible shrinking blade, you know? There's a reason that thing is getting smaller and smaller. There's a reason why Harmon Holmes Guide used to be 260 pages long, big 4 years ago, and now it's out of business. I'm not going to get in your face, okay? Because I don't want to. I want us to get along. I want you as a client. People can be misinformed without being impossible to work with. You see what I'm saying? And that's what you have to do. That's what you have to say. Here's a great expression for people like that. You know, that's part of it. Practice that one, okay? That's part of it. I'll tell you, that newspaper, you know, marketing is a big, big part of how we get homes sold. All right? Nothing I've said to you would, I want to be clear about this. Never, ever lie to anybody about anything. Okay? Never mislead them. I didn't say tell her it's okay to advertise in the Blade. All right? If a seller comes to me and they say, I don't care what you say, I want an ad in the Blade on Sundays, and I don't care what you say, I'm going to say, you know, I think you're looking for a Ford and I'm selling Chevys here. I have no confidence in that being one of the things you're going to entrust me with when I sell your home is your advertising money. It's not my money. You're going to be paying me. It's really not my money. It's your advertising money. And if you and I have a fundamental disagreement about how that money should be spent, I think you should work with somebody who thinks the blade is a good idea. I would walk before I'd agree to that. And don't go to, okay, we'll do it once a month, okay? Because then you're implying that somehow what they were saying was sort of right, and it's wrong. You can get 10 to 15 times more buyers per dollar spent in the internet as you can in the blade. So it's not a good idea. Don't agree to it. What is the single most important thing we have to offer sellers? Yeah, each other. Exactly. 75% to 80% of the time when a house sells, it's because of the MLS. What agents are ashamed of and embarrassed to sell is the one thing that works. Because they want to go in there and say, hey, they want to talk about how important they are. Hey, look how good I looked in high school, you know? Blah, 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 you know? I mean, I'm cool. And I went to class. The MLS is 10 times more important than everything else we do to sell houses put together, by far. And what you need to sell them is the system and the power and the value of that system and how you bring that system to the table more effectively than anybody else. We're going to talk about that in the listening presentation. Don't be afraid of your system. Your system works great. The residential real estate business was built on the MLS. It's a multi-billion-dollar industry that sells houses for 9% more than people are capable of selling them for themselves. All you have to do is show them that and show them how you work inside of that system better than anybody else.